Welcome to Commonwealth Stadium in Lexington, Kentucky, home of the Wildcats. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Texas A&M Aggies. Kentucky about to kick off to get things underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Texas A&M's offense will have the first possession of the game. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy, and he's not the most talented quarterback in the country, but when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going, so it's got to be a team effort because then he can really be at his best.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Looking for space, it's Tatum. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Nice move there. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. The Aggies are rolling down the field. Looking for a man. It's Reed. It's complete on the right side.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
The play-action fake. He's taking the shot. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Bussey. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. And the Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a space. Firing to the right, complete. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies.
And that's why this offense is so hard to stop, guys. This quarterback can hurt you throwing it and running it. With his speed, he can make people look silly. And you saw it right there on the opening drive of the game. What a beautiful touchdown run.
7, Kentucky, 0.
Out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So Kentucky's offense will take the field for the first time. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass in coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Looking to throw, it's Wimsatt. He's going for the big play. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Kentucky sends out the punting unit, getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Got a little space. There he goes. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside, defense.
This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Lost a throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
It's 1st and 10 from the 13. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He's got it on the run. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all offseason to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
Kentucky, 0.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and slow.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Talking to the coaches before the game, they wanted to start fast. This offense, man, not only have you not put anything together, the defense hasn't either. This game has gotten away from them early. They need to do a better job of protecting their quarterback.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up. Lofts one high and deep. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Leaves it with the running back. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, 3rd and long coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. Looking to pass, it's Reed. Quickly complete. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's dropped. Oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Defense in press coverage. Off play action on 1st down. He's going to take off.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Gets it to him on the screen. Breaks into the open. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quick pass on the fly motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They needed a big play, and they got it, and a foot down for the 1st down. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. The Wildcats are marching down the field. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats! It's a much-needed life from this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. You're down, you got to make plays, you got to get your team back in it. Great start, keep chipping away.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Final play of the quarter coming. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds a man in the middle. Breaks free. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the 1st quarter. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the 2nd. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Aggie!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
Kentucky, 7.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got him. The give to the back. He's in open space downfield. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. They are really clicking along, first and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
Pressure coming. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky. Quick strike through the air for the score. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. And one thing we know about this junior signal caller, he is capable of putting on an aerial show. He's guided this offense with precision. He wants to take the top off. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
Trying to take it back. Made a defender miss. Big pickup on the ground. Knocked down at the 28-yard line. The Wildcats just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They'll give it to him again. Sweet cut there. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. And the Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Quarterback on the keep. Fights off a defender. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Wildcats with the 1st and 10. The corners are walked up tight. Going for 6. It's incomplete and nearly intercepted in the end zone. You get the ball that close, you cannot put it in harm's way.
And a golden opportunity slips away from the defense there. That's one he'd love to have back. He knows he should have come away with the interception there in the red zone.
He's got it and still on his feet. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. To the air, it's Wimsatt. Under fire. Gets rid of it. Touchdown, Wildcats! The offense puts up... A trip to the end zone. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And these offenses are just putting up numbers.
They got so much speed and so many positions with spread football now in college. It's so hard to stop. Defenses are just trying to hold on, shut them down in the red zone, and not give up a touchdown.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Got a man. It's Bussey. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Wilson. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. That's caught. It's Bussey.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Aggies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They believe they can run right here. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Back to throw, it's Reed. A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
Fires to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Rides the back on the option to give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Aggies.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. The run from the shotgun. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. The referee's signal for the 2-minute timeout. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. Using his legs, it's Patterson.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. Looking to throw, it's Wimsatt. Here's the pressure. He'll pull it down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down.
Texas A&M.
Kick is in the air. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. He's going to fire deep. He's got it. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Line gets set, 1st down. They'll try the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
The give on the option. Oh, he's got some space. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Really nice play call there on 2nd and long by the offensive coordinator. He was able to get a lot of that yardage back by running the football, and now, of course, it sets up a 3rd and manageable situation.
Snagged in the middle. It's Bussey. Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17. Texas A&M going up tempo. They'll throw it from the red zone. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have a chance to be complete.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown Aggies! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that is a perfect job by the offense executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused. Made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. Dropping back, it's Wimsatt. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lexington, but let's just go with notable.
And the Aggies will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well, because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Hand off from the shotgun. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Looking to the big tight end. Working the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Some penalties hurt a little bit more or a lot more than other ones. That one wipes out a huge game. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Dropping back, it's Wimsatt. Makes the grab on the left side. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. Gonna run it. It's Patterson. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Patterson. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
The Wildcats come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Creates a little space. Turning it on. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. This offense needs to avoid getting in its own head, getting domed up with its play calling in the red zone. Looking to throw on 1st down. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And it's frustrating because you go into half and the coaches tell you what they want to accomplish. Listen, we've seen this the whole first half. This is what they're doing. Not a good job coming out. First drive, trying to get some more.
Breaks away in the middle. The 20, the 10, and he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Texas A&M. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback, as you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Brought down at the 26 after a 15-yard pickup.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, More big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it's...
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
A very productive play. Was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Now on second down. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
That's caught. It's Craver. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Give to the back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take all... You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
He's open on the right. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. Power football with the run. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Defense trying to take it back. All kinds
Nice job by the defense forcing the fumble. That took the perfect bounce right into the DB's hands. He shows you the speed and takes it back all the way for a touchdown. That was the definition of a fortuitous bounce.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Back to pass, it's Reed. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you can tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Back to pass. They'll run the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions, really need to cash in on this drive. Looking deep down the right side. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass? Kentucky will be forced to punt. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Steps away to find some room. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Offense working from the pistol. On the ground, it's Owens. Oh, better look out. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Aggies! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And there. Nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Let's go.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on third down. Scanning the field, it's Wimsatt. Here's a heat. He lofts one down the sideline. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
He's not afraid to go deep. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on fourth down.
Man, that's a rough outcome. I get it. I want to try to be aggressive, but backed up in your own territory, aggressive, and you fail, now you set the other team up for almost automatic points.
They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball's at the 17.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Quick strike complete. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Let's see what they've got on second down. Off the play fake. Oh, they're after him. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Buys a little time. Finds some fresh air. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Good right down the boulevard. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Pulls and fires complete. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately.
We're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
To the air, it's Wimsatt. Finds his man, it's Washington. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
When I'm a quarterback and I see zone and I see my guy curl up real quick, I got to hum it. And he threw that thing with some revolutions, with some velocity right to his receiver so he can make the catch.
Catch in the middle, it's Washington. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. He'll pull it on the read. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. And now on second down for this offense. Wants to go up top. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. They'll go to the air. Got it behind the line. It's Wilcox. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Pocket breaking down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's got enough to move the chains for Kentucky. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling. The Wildcats kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. On the move. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll go to the counter play. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Looking downfield, it's Wimsatt. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And how about this defense taking care of business? Keeping that guy under 200 yards is a heck of a day. Their offense has obviously done their job too, and this has been an absolute beatdown.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. He'll do it himself on the draw.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Under fire. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. The Aggies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Rushes on him. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown, and there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean,
and he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. They still do count it for 6.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
and we're seeing the identity of this team coming to fruition. Just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.